This isn't the typical backdrop for a festive occasion, the Lauderdale County Detention Center in Florence, Alabama. Yet on the morning of April 29th, 2022, a small impromptu celebration was happening right here. After a 17-year career as a corrections officer in this jail, 56-year-old Vicky White surprises her co-workers a day earlier when she turns in her retirement papers.
That was Vicky. She would have liked to have just quietly said goodbye, turned in her keys and her badge, and walked out.
The small party gives Vicky's co-workers a chance to wish her well and hear about her plans.
She decided to seize the latter part of her 50s and go have maybe another life, a whole nother career if she wanted one.
But instead, Vicky's name would soon be known across the country and the world for a very different reason.
Breaking news at 5, the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office says one of its employees and an inmate are missing.
A mysterious jailbreak in the United States.
No se sabe nada, absolutamente nada.
Here are the two individuals. The employee, her name is Vicky White.
Vicky White.
Vicky White.
As well as inmate Casey White.
Despite the same last name, we're told the two are not related.
Both of these two individuals are missing.
It all started at 9:40 this morning when those two left the Lauderdale County Detention Center to come here to the courthouse.
On her last morning as a corrections officer, Vicky White had been undertaking a seemingly routine inmate transfer, escorting 6'9" Casey White to a mental health evaluation.
But 6 hours later, neither the corrections officer nor the inmate have been seen, and alarm bells are now going off.
I received a phone call from the lieutenant over investigations. He said, Vicky is missing. I could hear the panic in his voice. Then I found out it was Casey White. I immediately become fearful.
Why?
I know Casey's past. I know Casey is a violent person.
News of a violent felon on the loose is terrifying for the local community, and most especially for Vicky's friends. When you hear that there had been an inmate who had escaped from the jail, what are you thinking?
We had feared the worst. I was concerned he had overpowered her and she was a hostage.
I thought surely she was kidnapped. This was just a big thing for our whole community.
A jailhouse break sparking a national manhunt isn't the kind of thing that happens in Florence. It's normally a pretty quiet town in northern Alabama.
Florence is such a great community, one of those communities where everybody knows everybody.
It's a beautiful region, and we're right here on the Tennessee River. The people are hardworking, God-fearing.
You know, people love it here. They come stay a few days and see what we've got.
Florence made a big name for itself back in the 60s as home of the blues. Artists from all over the world would come to lay down their tracks at the town's legendary recording studios. But the peace of this close-knit community is now shattered by news of an escaped violent felon.
We were terrified. A shockwave went through everyone.
I thought, he's gonna kill her. I was just so stunned.
As community fears grow, authorities, under a lot of pressure to recapture this escaped inmate, make their first discovery.
My partner and I located Vicky's patrol car parked at the Academy shopping center there.
Sheriff's investigators are canvassing the shopping center where the patrol car was found in hopes of finding the two.
We knew there had to be another car involved, but at that time we didn't know what it is.
With no idea where the pair might be, a decision is made to call in reinforcements.
The Martians were called in pretty quickly. We needed all the help we can get. They hunt fugitives. That's their bread and butter, that they specialize in that.
Heading up operations on the ground is the U.S. Marshal for Northern Alabama, Martin Keeley. How do you jump into a case like this once you're notified?
Well, we responded and went to the area, met with the sheriff and his command staff. Our assumption was that law enforcement officer was in serious jeopardy.
The first thing the marshals want to know is who they're dealing with.
We've got to immediately start doing some research. What kind of connections does he have to the area? Does he have resources that can help him within a couple of miles or 20 miles of the facility?
We start looking at his profile. It didn't take very long to understand that he was a violent individual and had a violent criminal history.
Casey White's convictions go back 2 decades. And now he's escaped just 4 years into a 75-year sentence that was handed down to him as a result of a violent crime spree.
He was convicted of attempted murder for shooting his girlfriend several times. He was convicted of 2 counts of kidnapping her and a roommate. He shot the dog, commandeered a vehicle, and took off to Tennessee.
During that crime spree back in 2015, having stolen several vehicles at gunpoint, Casey White was pursued by police through Tennessee and Alabama at speeds up to 120 miles an hour before he crashed off the road and ended up in an armed standoff with police.
Okay, you calm down. We're gonna back up a little bit, okay? We ain't gonna shoot you. No.
When he had that crime spree, he didn't care about anybody else but himself. You know, I think he's a dangerous guy. That's why when he escaped, we were so worried about Vicky. Well, we were worried that he would kill her.
But when investigators turned their attention to that moment of the escape, one telling detail discovered in the jail security footage changes the way they see the case of the convict and the corrections officer.